Welcome to Carlisle HVAC's 101 on rolled mastic sealants. In this short form video, we'll help you understand what rolled mastics are, how they differ from other tapes, the advantages, and finally look at a few options from the Hardcast Foil Grip lineup. First thing, not all tapes are equal. Let's break that down. There are many tapes on the market, but three are especially worth calling out. One is commonly misunderstood, and two comply with UL 181. The first is duct tape, originally called duck, D-U-C-K tape, after cotton duck cloth. This common available commodity tape does not carry safety certifications. Some variations of duct on the market may have special characteristics, but they should not be used on any duct system. Next, let's talk about foil tapes. When working with fiberglass ductboard, you use a foil acrylic tape. It typically has a 2 mil foil facer with about 2 mils of acrylic adhesive. At roughly 3 to 4 mils total thickness, it's relatively thin. As a result, it is not very versatile over screws, it is not naturally elastic, and can break. Acrylic adhesive is also known to dry out over time and release from the substrate. Some are also prone to odor. If you use this type of product, keep those limitations in mind and choose a UL listed acrylic tape where possible. Next is butyl mastic tape. At a glance, this tape looks very similar to foil acrylic tape because both tapes have a shiny aluminum face. However, that is where the similarities end. This true mastic sealant tape is a foil back tape with a 2 mil foil facer and about 15 mils of butyl adhesive sealant, resulting in a 17 mil seal. That thickness of butyl provides a robust waterproof seal that conforms over screws, corners, and demanding pressure conditions. A UL 181 approved version will carry a UL 181 BFX listing and is designed for use on flexible air and metal ducts. From a code and testing perspective, UL 181 B-FX products are rated to 30 inches of water gauge. That is well above the SMACNA seal classes that govern metal duct closure systems inside the building envelope. On installation, one major advantage of mastic tape is that it has instant adhesion with no dry time and no mess. They are the only true zero VOC duct sealant in the industry and offer excellent UV resistance due to the foil facer. These tapes can be used indoors, outdoors, below grade, and even in subgrade duct applications. They are well suited for changeouts and retrofits with tight turnaround times because you can apply them and return the system to service right away. They also provide long-term performance as the butyl mastic does not degrade over time and has elastic properties. So how does mastic tape compare with liquid sealant as a viable and legitimate alternative? Although this is a detailed comparison table, the highlighted green sections show the mastic tape comes out ahead in many areas, and what we're comparing here is the 181 BFX rolled mastic tapes, like the Hardcast Foil Grip product line, compared to a 181 UL listed liquid mastic. From an installation perspective, rolled mastic is consistent thickness. It'll soak up irregularities. It performs very well because it applies quickly and cleanly. There's no mess, no VOCs, no dry time compared with liquid. You can turn the system on right away and pressure test it immediately. Liquid mastic is really only as good as the installer. So if the product gets installed too thick, there's a potential it could crack. It's going to take longer to cure. If they install it too thin, that could potentially lead to a poor seal. You'd have some weathering and such that would impact it. And there's some cleanliness challenges there as well. And then when you think about it, liquid sealants, you're going to have a longer install time. You're going to have to wait for the product to cure before you can test it. On rolled sealant, you get a much more streamlined install. You're not going to be waiting for the product to cure. It's going to be a very clean process, and it's just better overall. On the testing side, over the years, we've seen many examples where properly applied rolled mastic sealant is going to pass the pressure test on the first attempt. If you miss a spot, you can leave the duct leakage tester running, find the issue, apply a piece of rolled sealant, and continue on. By contrast, with liquid sealant, performance, as we said already, depends heavily on the installer. In many cases, the initial pressure test does not pass, and it can be a challenge, be real difficult to locate the source of the leak. Once you actually find that leak, you must reseal it, wait for the product to cure, and return later to retest. So it adds a lot of time to that process. Our UL 181 listed tapes are the 1404 and the 1403. The 1404 is an all-purpose duct mastic compared to the 1403, and the 1404 chiefly carries a high tensile strength, while the 1403 is its predecessor. While virtually similar across the board, has a little more rubber content, and we understand it applies slightly better in colder temperatures. Foil Grip 1402 is our first and the original general-purpose butyl mastic tape, so it carries flame and smoke ratings. When we reviewed the tests for A-M, we did not specifically cover the B-FX tests. They are very similar, but this product would pass all those tests except one. That exception is movement in a vertical plane, which involves hanging a weight from the product to see whether it moves. That is why this product is UL classified rather than UL listed. Finally, the AFT 701 is a heavy-duty tape generally used in outdoor applications such as rooftop duct systems, and it's approximately 30 mils thick. Also note the colors: red, green, blue, easy to see from an inspection viewpoint. For those that are not familiar with applying a mastic tape, it is straightforward. First, make sure you're working within the correct temperature range. If you're in a colder climate, use a heat gun to warm the metal or substrate so you can achieve good adhesion. Otherwise, make sure the surface is clean, dry, and dust-free. If the duct is painted, powder-coated, or otherwise coated, double-check the surface. Some powder coats used on equipment today have anti-graffiti properties that resist adhesion. If adhesion seems weaker than expected, you can lightly scuff the area to help the tape grip the surface. If you use a tape from the Hardcast Foil Grip line, you can usually tear it easily, except for the 1403 product, which is thicker and requires cutting. Either way, cut or tear the length you need, peel off the release liner and place it where needed. Then use a plastic squeegee or a roller to smooth it out. It's important not to apply it only by hand. The foil facer can cut you if you're not careful, and more importantly, a squeegee or roller helps ensure consistent adhesion across the surface. It will also remove wrinkles that could otherwise create channels for leakage. Make sure you achieve full contact and a reliable seal, and do not leave bridges or gaps. Lastly, watch for common pitfalls. Prepare your surface carefully. New duct may have oils from the manufacturing process. Older duct may have dust, moisture, or other buildup. Pay attention to sharp transition screw heads and irregular seams. The thicker butyl can handle those conditions. It's also self-sealing and self-healing. For example, you can remove a screw, seal over the area with butyl, and then reinstall the screw. Carlisle HVAC Brands manufactures duct sealants, coatings, insulation adhesive pins, and hardware under the Hardcast, Grip Nail, and Dynair brands. Hardcast created the duct sealing market in 1965. Grip Nail created the insulation pinning market in 1966. Dynair provides duct airflow hardware and accessories. As a manufacturer, we have extensive expertise, and I appreciate the opportunity to share some of that with you. Thank you.